and it depends on what kind of interactions we get over the next few weeks and months, and basically it's basically down to you boys. If you guys interact and you get involved and there's plenty to talk about, then we can do an hourly show, we can do a 2-weekly show, whatever you guys want. Lots been going on, and that's the thing, is when you leave it a month, there's so much to talk about.
There really is.
The big thing that I wanted to bring to everyone's attention is the new gym facility.
Absolutely, that's exactly where I was hoping to start as well. Top Yard School of Boxing are now going to be moving literally next door to where we are today. It's a really a massive moment
Huge
for us.
boost, yeah.
It is brilliant.
Big fans of Top Yard, big fans of Bilal and
Absolutely,
Hamad.
yep.
So we'll talk about that. The other thing I want to talk about was there's a show that some of your fights, well, some of Y5 Peterborough fighters are supporting in the end of February.
That's correct,
We'll mention that a little bit.
Yep.
And then we can pick up on, rumour has it, the next Y5 show will have a local female white collar boxer. Is that
100% correct? Yes, we've got. Yes, it is. Yeah,
so
we've got.
Talking about that as well.
Inshallah, we've got 4 ladies on this particular show.
Wow!
So we've gone from having none to having 4. So, alhamdulillah, that's exactly the way we want it to go, because we want to show people how diverse, Y5 and the community is here. We really want to promote that, and we really want to push that onto all the females in Peterborough. If that's something that they want to get involved with, please do. And as we all know, we're living in very difficult times, and I think that impulsively we should know what to do if push came to shove. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not saying we go around looking for trouble. Yeah, absolutely. And this is the reason that all my kids can throw hands, because that's what I think is very important.
Well, I had my boy was being encouraged to get into a fight at school,
right?
And he politely declined.
Yeah,
and he was a little bit upset by it, because he's always been. And I spoke to him, and the advice I gave him was not consistent with the advice that I think most teachers would appreciate.
Right. Yeah.
So you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, this is exactly what I say to my kids as well. Be good, of course, but if someone puts their hands on you, it's like Michael Meck said, isn't it?
Yeah.
Send them to the cemetery. Not quite as bad as that, but this is where we're at. We really should be teaching all our kids, male, female, whatever size, shape, whatever they are, get them down here.
So that Akram's already come in with a comment. He said, first rule of Fight Club:
always talk about Fight Club.
Always talk about Fight Club. That's what we're going to be doing. Okay, so tell me and our listeners a little bit about Top Yard's journey, some of the problems they've had over the past, and what the big news was literally last week, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
No, not last week, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, this is it.
2 weeks
so
ago,
a couple of weeks ago. So originally when we work out of York Road at the moment, and we've been out of York Road for quite some time, but we have outgrown that place. Maybe about 1.5 years, 2 years ago, we outgrew it. We did get a little porter cabin that was put aside, but unfortunately that was vandalised, and it was burnt down. So
it was burnt down, wasn't it? Yeah.
We were left without a premises, which was really heartbreaking. Back to York Road since then, and alhamdulillah, we've come back to where it all started, really. Well, for a lot of us, myself, Image, you included, Hobson's was the hub.
I grew up
This
here,
is it.
Genuinely, from the ages of about 8 to 16, I was here almost on a daily basis.
Yeah, that's right. And we've done a full circle. We've come back to where it all started, and it's a wonderful thing. All the local companies, all the local businesses, please get in touch with Hamad and Bilal. We're genuinely trying really, really hard to give back. This is not about us. This is about you guys. It's your gym. It's your community gym. These are your children that we are.
Just to call you up a little bit on that.
Yeah.
They have had a lot of support. And of course, more is needed.
Yeah.
And of course, we're going to continue to support them.
Yeah.
But one of the best things about any kind of initiative that's positive, that we kind of see growing from grassroots, really gets Peterborough excited. He gets the support, the businesses back it. I don't have to name them. I think everybody knows who the businesses are that always step up, always come, always pull their checkbook out and support these kinds of projects. We've had it at FC Peterborough. I'm sure you've had it at Wi-Fi.
It's the same
Top
people.
Yard have it.
Absolutely.
City Cricket Club have got it. It's
the people who sponsor Wi-Fi will quite often also be sponsoring Top Yard, and it's the same people that keep appearing, and that's lovely. Of course, it is.
It's beautiful.
But we do need some new faces. So any of you guys who've not supported us in the past, please, do a little bit. Every little bit helps. I don't want to sound like an advert from the telly, but every little bit helps. It really does. And Ahmad and Bilal have got lots of as you know, we really push the social media side of things.
So right now they're at a stage where they've got the keys to the new premises. It's the mosque premises, isn't it?
That's correct.
So obviously, thanks to the community of the mosque for giving them the premises.
Thank you so very much to the masjid for that. Of course,
and Jodi Muqaddas obviously was instrumental in that.
Yeah.
So fair dues. They're going to do a bit of work now to kit
it's on the way. It's on the way. Yeah.
Get the ring in.
Currently, we've taken. I say we've. I've not really been here. I've been a bit of a busy boy, so I've not really been able to help. Sorry about that, coaches. But inshallah, I am about this week, so I'll pop in. But they've taken a couple of walls out. They're making a lot of progress. Honestly, from the videos that I've been sent. In there, and I'm hoping to go over there straight after this show. Heaps and bounds. They've come along a long way, really quickly.
Because I mean, I've obviously been involved in their last 3 or 4 shows, and it's brilliant to watch that they're bringing fighters up that are literally,
they are breaking their backs.
8, 9, 10 years old, and then all the way up to adult fighters,
correct.
18, 19.
Correct. Yeah.
These guys are all amateurs. Really, really good. They've got a really good stable of fighters.
Yeah.
They've got a girl as well, a hijabi sister named Bismillah.
That's
who
right.
fights out there. They've got a really talented guy who lost in the final, the national finals. Freddie Brooks, is it?
That's correct. Yeah.
And that boy that I was really taken with,
Santino Harris.
Sensational.
Yeah.
It looks like we've got a call actually. I don't know if that's going to be pushed through. I'll wait for Michelle to give us a signal. And
so with reference to what the amount of work that these guys are doing over at Top Yard, I mean, Bilal was out today. 12 lads. Hamad on hold. Yeah, we'll speak to you in a minute, Hamad.
Hamad, give us 1 second. Let Raj finish saying what he's saying.
It took about 16 lads up to Thetford today. 6 or 7 gyms were involved in that sparring. All of the lads got a minimum of 9 rounds of sparring. They're breaking their back. They're doing this for the community. I think it's a wonderful thing. And honestly, I've got to say, when we're at the gym, it feels like home. We are genuinely a lovely little family.
Let's get the main man.
Let's get Hamad on the call.
Assalamu alaikum, Hamad Jawi. Is that you?
Yeah, walaikum assalam, guys. You good? Yeah.
Yeah, we're good. You are live on Fight Club here on 106.2 FM. Congratulations, massive congratulations.
Yeah, thanks to everyone. Obviously, thanks to everyone who's been working with the club and all the guys that I helped out getting the premises. So, do
you know what? I just want to say before you even kick on with that, I've been saying this a lot. Waj knows I've been saying this a lot. Nadzi knows I've been saying this a lot. There's a lot of people jumping up and down saying we did this, we did that, we did that. I'm telling you one thing right now. You only get what you deserve, and you and your brother and your coaches. I mean, you and your brother have been boxing for the last 25 years. We know that. And then the coaches, you guys have been working. Top Yard hasn't been going for 2 weeks. Top Yard has been going for 4 or 5 years now.
Yeah, that's right.
You started when FC Peterborough started. And everything you've got is as a result of the hard work that you guys are putting over that time. Not because nobody's throwing you a bone. What you've got is absolutely deserved. And it's the right thing to have been done. So well done to the mosque for supporting you on that. But we're really, really excited about it.
Yeah, no, thanks, guys. Obviously, those words are appreciated. And as you know, your football club it's not only just what you see on the day of the shows. It's all the hard work behind the scenes.
Absolutely.
People don't see that, do they, Ahmad?
Yeah, the matchmaking, and even from day one, that's going around trying to approach all the local businesses to get them to support us. And again, the cost-wise, it's not just what you see with a few punch bags and a few rings. Everything from affiliation to making sure you have enough money in the bank to buy extra kit, and especially the boxing kit, you always need to replenish the stock every so often and make sure you're up to date with things. And
antibacterial sprays for those stinky gloves. Yeah.
I think we need a few more of them. But it's just generally there's so much cost involved, and obviously the time of the coach, etc. You try and just maneuver things around to make sure.
Well, that's all the negatives. That's all the negatives. That's fine. But you've got new premises. What's the vision now? Come on, let's sell it to me. What is it that you can really do now that you couldn't do before?
Yeah, I mean the main thing is we've got ownership of the building. We've got ownership of our own time slots. At the moment we're just doing 3 times a week at York Road, and now it enables us to do potentially from 5 to 7 days a week. Increase the number of slots from. And again, what it does, it allows us to concentrate on the boxers who are competing, and have a separate houses for those that just want to come and get fit. So the ones that do just want to come and get fit, they're not getting mixed in with the boxers and maybe feel a bit intimidated that this is a different level of training to the guys. We've had in the past where guys have come in just to get fit, and they probably find the levels a bit too much, or they find they're struggling, and then they'll probably disappear again. So again, you're just trying to cater for them kind of guys as well.
All levels, isn't it, Ahmad? That's what
all levels as a separate class. And also the aim and the focus was about development as well. So it's about giving opportunity to those who are not quite ready to compete, but the ones that need a bit more sparring or need a bit more of a chance to show what they're capable of to get to the next level. So again,
this is the thing.
Kids are like popcorn.
I was just going to say, you don't know when they're going to pop.
Popcorn. We never know when they're going to pop. And
it's similar with football as well. You don't know when a player's actually going to find his feet and start doing it. But the thing about football is you can be involved in a team and kind of hide on the pitch.
Yeah.
In boxing, you can't hide in the ring, right? There's nowhere to hide. Nobody's going to back you up. So you've got to be very, very careful, I guess, with boxing in terms of knowing when to put that person into sparring, when to put them into their first amateur fight, and so on. So you've got a lot more layers, I guess, or a lot more steps before you're ready. Whereas with football, it's like train for a few weeks, give them a kick, get them into the game, and if they don't quite perform, never mind, it's fine. You can sub them off, can't you?
Yeah, exactly. And especially about development, we just got to. It's obviously something that we're learning ourselves in terms of at what age to kind of progress them at what level, and in terms of how to progress them from the ages to get to a skills fight, to an actual bout, or just keep an eye on guys who just want to learn to keep fit, or just learn a bit of self-defense. So again, it's a learning curve from everyone, but again, having your own premises, it means we can create the sessions we want, we can spread things out a little bit. Sure. It means it eases the pressure on the coaches, because we'll reduce the class size as well.
Well, we've got a few questions coming for you. One of the questions is from Jabeen, Sister Jabeen. She's asking, what are you going to be doing for girls? Because I'm sure you're going to be opening up to like an all-girls session and see what kind of take. I mean, you've already got a girl, obviously, who's competing for you, but are you going to extend that? Are you going to make that a little bit more formal? Are you going to try getting women coaches in?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, at the moment, the thing was just get up and running, just do what we know first of all, and just get the class up and running. But our main focus is to get the premises utilised during the week as well. So any kind of female trainers out there, whether it's just a circuit class or whether they've done a bit of box exercise, if they want to get in touch with us and run some classes during the week for an hour at a time, we're more than welcome to work with you guys. And again, we can sublet it to people that actually want to take this forward and actually create some sort of sessions for fitness.
Well, we know Marzi used to do a session as well, didn't she? She's been doing a session over at Eddie's for a while, and she's quite closely associated with us as well. So
the aim is definitely to offer something for the females in our community, especially where we're located as well. Is bang in the heart of the community. So
it's such a good location, honestly.
It's walking distance for everyone, and as I said, we want to cater for everyone. So there'll definitely be something for the females.
Well, look, Ahmad, you had 3 sessions at York Road, and you had to try and get as much benefit from those 3 sessions as a club without a location. 3 sessions you had to get as much benefit, and there were so many problems that you had. Now that you got this, I'm just going to put this out there. I'm sure these are the kind of things you're thinking about, but you could have daytime women's fitness sessions for women who are stay-at-home moms who could potentially do like a box exercise class. You've got literally 5, 6 or 7 evenings a week that you could train. You could go under 9s, you can go under 11s, you can go like some kind of boxer pathway up to amateur level. The ones that are ready, you can have potentially multiple classes, a girls only session, maybe multiple girls only session, maybe even a women's session. There's so much you can do. Bilal's texting as well. Let me just read this out for you. Bilal just said we potentially have a female coach available, just need to discuss details with her. Follow Top Yard Facebook page for updates. Absolutely spot on. So you guys are buzzing. Genuinely, I want to say this truly, we are all super gassed for you. Honestly, we're so excited for you, and not just for you, we're excited for ourselves as well, because this is something that you're building for our community, and it's another. We say this all the time. So proud of you boys.
It's our gym. It's our gym.
No, that's brilliant. We've had good support from the community as well, and it's a good platform for people like again Waj as well with his Wi-Fi, and there's always it's like a hub there for us guys as well.
We've got the 2 Bad boxing gym now as well, which is associated, and we've got so many other little gyms that are turning up, and it's fantastic because it's just bringing us all together, isn't it?
Yeah, and what it allows us to do is host sparring sessions for other clubs to come from out of town, and what it does, it gives our lads a bit more experience. And as I said, even for Waj's guys, you've got premises there available, so they can kind of increase their intensity of their training sessions.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, but just on the
for a fee, I'm sure.
A very expensive fee, but
Ahmad, I don't know if you look back to the show that we did, literally when just after we lost the gym. So it was our first. I think was it our second show, The first show.
It was the first one.
It was our first one, wasn't it? And most of our lads won. Was that?
Yeah.
That was the one, wasn't it? Where that was literally when we had our own gym, we had our own facility, and the lads were coming in there. Omzi, big up captain, was going in there in the evenings with some of the lads as well, and just letting them just get on with it. It keeps them off the streets, man. What? There's nothing better than that. And they're learning a skill, and they're learning discipline, and they're learning respect.
I mean, the guys that you guys can access, Waj and obviously particularly Bilal and Hamad through there. The guys that you access, they genuinely are the at-risk guys, in my view.
Absolutely.
They're the ones that have got a little bit about them.
Yeah.
They've got a bit of aggression in them.
Definitely.
And if you can pull them off the streets and put them into the gym and actually focus on their, that's going to be so much better.
It's a positive thing, isn't it? There's nothing negative in any of what we're saying. Do you know what I mean? It's just, it really is, and I'm sure Hamad will second this.
Hamad,
we just need...
Have you got scheduled a date for a grand opening?
We're thinking, we're hoping that by end of Feb, beginning of March, we'll move into the premises. So we'll probably leave a couple of weeks just to settle down a little bit, and then probably mid to end of March, we'll actually have an official opening. We should have professional boxer Kez Ashfaq down.
He's top lad, Kez,
Yeah, he wants to come down and get involved. So he's got a fight penciled on the 8th of March, so he's like, lads, please don't do anything before that. So kind of like working around that. But to be fair, as I said, we're hoping to move in by beginning of March. But again, we'll just leave a few weeks to settle down, make sure everything's perfect, and then definitely sometime in March we'll have a grand opening. But before we get to that stage, I again just want to echo what you guys said earlier. We have received a bit of support from local businesses, but we could always do with some more support because there's still a lot.
Yeah, this is exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah, there's still a lot more that needs to go into the gym, and we're just trying to work
out. Give me your top 3 items that you need and what they cost.
At the moment we're looking at building a steel frame to hold 10 bags up, and that could be up to about £2,500 to build that. So again, we're looking at that, and there's probably another £1,000 for the bags. Flooring, we're probably talking about £1.5-2 grand.
What are we doing with the ring?
We're very blessed. Millfield Autos will be sponsoring the boxing ring.
Brilliant.
And I tell you what,
Thank you, Millfield Autos.
That is the single most expensive item that we require, and you're talking about a £5,000 ring there. So
I take it they're getting their logo on the ring then as well.
They are.
So,
If
any businesses want to sponsor Top Yard School of Boxing, help them kit out their new gym, please do get in touch either with.
We've also got a GoFund page which we did blast out. We probably need to a bit more on that and try to get people involved. But then, even if the local publics want to give £10 or £20 just to help towards the club, all the money can go back towards just helping us to gain extra bit of kit, whether it's extra pair of boxing gloves or some skipping ropes.
Absolutely, yeah.
If you guys just, as I said, even £10 will go a long way. So we'll put that on our Facebook page, and we'll post on the Salam Radio page as well. So if you guys can just chip in, and say even if it's £5-10, it makes a big difference when you add it up towards the end.
Absolutely. So I just want to read out to you while you're on the phone. Jabeen said, also a great way to get kids off electronics and moving. Yasmin Sadiq said, congratulations guys, brilliant initiative. Ishfaq Ali, he's made a very pertinent comment. He said, perfect location for Arif Aziz to take his anger out before he gets onto the pitch. I'm not sure what he's talking about there. We'll have to pick that up with Arif next week. And Bilal Javid said, this is the Amir Khan Academy, Peterborough. Obviously, you've got very close links with, a former world champion, Amir Khan. Yeah. So, that's fantastic that we're doing so much. Ahmad, thank you so much for calling in. Yep. Thank you for taking the time out. And inshallah, we wish you all the best with this endeavour. And we'll speak more, I'm sure, on the next show.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
See you tomorrow night, Coach.
Bye.
Samad Javid, you could tell he's buzzing.
He's buzzing. We're all buzzing. We're all buzzing. I'm buzzing. I can't wait for it to get a bit of a bit of space for ourselves, and inshallah, this is the beginning of really big things. Really good things are going to come off of this. Us having a premise.
I think so. You made a really good point there. You said, look, the last time we had our own gym, and then we did.
You're listening to Salam Radio, and it's now time for Maghrib Azan. This Azan is sponsored by UK Islamic Mission, serving humanity since 1962.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله
الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
And we are back. Unfortunately, I did not realize that we were going to have to pause for the adhan. So always a good reminder, get your maghribs in, guys. And we will do them, I'm sure, immediately after the show. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm here with Waj. This is Fight Club 106.2 FM here on Salam Radio. Thank you so much for listening. I had a fantastic conversation with Hamad Javed just now.
Yep.
He's pumped. He's ready. I'm conscious we've only got 2 minutes of the show left, and I really want to talk about Y5 going national.
Okay.
So give us a little overview of what people can look forward to over the next few months, maybe over the next couple of years, in terms of Wi-Fi going national.
So before I go on about Wi-Fi,
Go on.
I just want to really quickly say Samir's out again on March the 20th. Please,
SMG.
people, SMG's out again. Information about tickets will be out.
He's fighting in
fairly
March,
soon.
right?
March the 20th at York Hall, at the infamous York Hall.
Broadcasting 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. This is Salam Radio.
See, this is a little sound file that we put on whenever we talk about SMG.
We're going to do the sound file, that's right.
Go for it.
Okay, so with reference to Wi-Fi, there's a number of gyms that I worked with regularly. So what we decided to do was create a network, which means that the league, the Wi-Fi league, all the titles that we have in Peterborough, as in the Insure 24/7 Cruiserweight title, 360 Accountants Light Heavyweight title, Auto Nations Welterweight title, they'll be contested all over the country. So the gyms that work with me, when they do a show, a boxing show in their city, it will be Wi-Fi
It will
promotions.
be a Wi-Fi promotion show.
This is it. So
And
it'll
this
be
is where
Wi-Fi
you're basically
Promotions
sat at home.
presents.
You're sat at home and
Yeah.
you've got a show going on
Yeah.
in Watford
I'm
or
not,
in Leicester.
I'm not so sure I'll be able to sit at home.
Okay.
I think to start off with, I'll be there
You're gonna
every
have to
single
hold-
show.
hold handy.
But yeah, inshallah, that it will get to that. And look, this, I say it all the time. This isn't serious boxing stuff. It's like the WWE of the boxing world. It's a bit of fun. It brings communities together. Knives down, gloves up. That's what we're supporting.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's not just the kids we need to keep off the streets, it's the adults as well, because some of them are really naughty people. So we've got to get them
We
in
know
the
a few of
gym, and they can lose their they can work off their frustrations, their aggravations in the gym, do it in the ring.
That's brilliant. That's
where
brilliant.
we're at.
So the
So
next show is
inshallah,
29th of February.
29th
in
of February
Leicester.
is a elite boxing show. That's not quite under the Wi-Fi, but we've got Wi-Fi lads that are going to be fighting
Okay.
over in Leicester. We then move to April the 4th, which is Fight Night 4, Grudgement Day. So after that, that's when it all starts, and it will
Excellent.
domino from
Well,
there on.
I'm sure we're going to be
inshallah.
talking a lot more about Grudgement
Inshallah.
Day on our next show. And our next show will be an hour, and it'll be in a month's time. So do tune in then. Thank you so much to Wajid, Hamad, and everybody else for listening. Assalamu alaikum.
Oh, Assalamu alaikum.
Stay tuned to Salam Radio after this short ad break.